What up? What up? What up?
Mhm. Yo, you know what would be dope, man, if you were like not just a Jamaican, but a resident of Jamaica.
That would be kind of dope. That would be kind of dope. But unfortunately, I'm a married Jamaican. So, and my married, my betrothed or betrothed, depending on where you come from, is not from Jamaica. She's
Hmm.
been, but she is from one of the islands, but she's been Americanized. And
It's the 51st state or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
she is used to Target and Walmart and things being open 24/7. And yeah, let's just say she's been spoiled a little bit. Um, yeah,
Oh well.
yeah.
Well, I was just saying that out loud.
Maybe as we get older, because things change when you evolve.
No, it's true. It's true. Even me. Yeah, it's true.
hmm Things change. So I'm hoping that it'll change to the point where, Jamaica's not looking too bad. What?
Yo, you know what's funny, man? I've never physically met Faith and
That's
Simone.
right. Every time you've seen her,
Never physically met
and that has to
Faith
happen.
either. Not to say it'll change your mind. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, no, no, no. I need to
it doesn't
experience.
hurt. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, no, it don't hurt at all.
Keep the faith.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So thank you for those of you joining us for the very first time. That over there is Quest, the new Questament,
What's
Quest
up?
Green, JJ, for those who knew him since he was 5. And don't call him that because you're not sanctioned.
Have to put sanctions on you.
Yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna begin our program in just a moment. When it sounds like we
Mhm.
know what we're talking about, that'll mean we are LIVE. And
V to the E.
yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, thank you for investing your time with us. And yeah, that's what it's gonna be. So Quest, whenever you're ready.
I already.
Okay. Well, quiet on this. Wait a minute. Hit that button. Okay, quiet on the set. Hey, yo, Quest, it's time to give the people something, man. What we talking about today?
What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Quest Man, and welcome to another edition of the Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm here with my co-host, my man, my man, L. David Harris. Give it up.
Get on the mic.
And MC.
What up, Quest?
Oh man, we are here, we are alive, and we are well. And that
Word.
in and of itself,
So class is in the session.
no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was saying, man, we are alive, we are well. And that in and of itself is a blessing and a half.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
Up on top of your grave.
On top, yeah. Um, what did they say? That it's better to be seen in the world than under it.
Mhm.
I believe that's how it's said. Or it's better to be seen than to be viewed.
Oh,
My.
oh, I get
Oh,
it. I understand that.
my.
Get it.
My. So yeah, man. Indeed, like I said, just man, as you and I were talking earlier on, just dealing with the parental woes. You know what I'm saying? Being a parent in this day and age, like for real,
Parenting ain't for suckers.
it's not. And we probably need to do a parenting ain't for suckers piece because I promise you, it is definitely not for suckers. It ain't
Man,
for suckers, man.
you getting that advanced degree, man. I got
Oh
you. That's
man,
up to you, man.
man, let me tell you something. Parenting is something that will let you know which God you serve.
That's why
You
our
know what I'm saying, D?
parents used to sing half hymns in the middle of us doing
Oh,
whatever.
and I never understood it. I never understood why my grandmother
Jesus,
was
Savior,
singing the
pilot
anthem.
me.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, man.
They was trying to stay in the old ship of Zion, man. Word up.
Don't play with it, yo. If y'all don't have
Word up.
children, you need to do it on purpose. Don't play with it. Like, do it when you're ready. At least you think you're ready, and on purpose. Like, don't play with it.
Yeah, don't play
That
with it.
takes you to the next level of grownness.
All jokes aside, though,
Mm-hmm.
all jokes aside, he, D, I remember one time my grandmother's in the kitchen washing dishes. I'll never forget it. And she was singing a hymn. I forgot the hymn that she was singing, but I can distinctively remember tears falling down her face.
Mm.
And I asked her, I was like, just like, Grandma, why are you crying? While she
Mm.
was singing this hymn, she was like, why are you crying? And she said, when you become of age, you will know.
Dang, you had to wait.
Yeah, because if she tried to explain it to me, then I don't think I would fully understand. It would be over my head. I'm telling you now, D. We were in Bible study the other day, and they started singing "'Tis So Sweet," and I promise you, I was in the back boo-hooing. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the realities of life, the realities of life, good and bad, just cause you to look back in retrospect and be like, man, God, you have been faithful in ways that I don't deserve for you to be faithful. And now, as we talk about, like, for real, and even when you, for real, even when I want to kill him, it's your love that allows me, and my love for you that allows me not to have that joker hanging like strange fruit. So I know exactly where she was coming from. But yeah, parenting ain't for suckers, bruh. If marriage ain't for suckers and the two of y'all bring children here, then you know parenting ain't for suckers.
Oh,
Marriage is one thing. Now you got to add kids to the mix. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
don't do it.
Don't do it. For everybody else who thinks, like, marriage and parenting is it a walk in the park? Yeah, like they used to say on Tom and Jerry, don't you believe it? For real. Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt.
But it's a joy if you have the right perspective. It's
Oh yeah. Oh
can be
yeah. Oh yeah.
challenging or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
just don't go in there blind, man. You're something wrong with you if you go in there blind. I'm gonna just say that.
Man.
I ain't trying to insult nobody. I'm just telling you.
I'm just telling you, B. I'm just telling you. So yeah, man, let's get this thing popping, D. Cause we might be a little behind today. Yeah, I just want to shout out Breathe University. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. Y'all already know, man. Breathe University has gone to a whole new level in 2019, man, with all the new 1% club, 1% business, and 1% life programs. E is definitely doing this thing, or formerly Dr. Eric Thomas is doing this thing. And if you're looking to take your execution, your business, or your life to the next level and live like the top 1%ers, Breathe University definitely has an option to suit every person and every budget. There's a ton of on-demand courses, mastermind calls, exclusive communities, live events that feel like reunions. I mean, countless resources, books, interviews. There's a million and one things, man, all in one convenient location. Tools necessary for you to grow, providing that what they say, D, that information changes situations.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe in that, but I also believe in the application. Because if you don't apply it, information is just information, right? So I'll change it up and say information applied, it changes situation. So man, like, for real, you're wondering how to get to the next level and it's not been successful on your own. You need help. Get some help, a coach. And I'm saying that Breathe University might be that place for you. For more information, please do go to breatheuniversity.com and become a member today.
Today, not tomorrow.
No, today.
Right now.
Ahora.
I was about to go down the road, but you already know if I started.
If you start, then we both in trouble.
Yeah.
We both in trouble, D.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, thank everybody for joining us. This program is brought to you by Audible. Get your free audio book download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/marriage with more than 180,000 titles from which to choose for your Android, Kindle, iPhone, or MP3 player. And I'd like to recommend the audio book for our homegirl. I'm flagging for her still, bro. Yeah. Why Marry a Man You Don't Need by Carmen Hope Thomas. And she sat somewhere over here and did it, like right over there somewhere.
Yes.
Right over there. Did a good job, but the book was already good material. She just lended her voice to it. Yep. And yeah, go ahead and get it. Let us know how it was, man.
Indeed. Indeed. So yeah, man, it's indeed an honor and a privilege to be able to do what we do together, D. At least for me it is. So yeah, man, let's jump into this thing. What's our topic for today? I'll receive the message if you will play the sender.
Yeah, so yeah, yesterday Simone and I did a topic related to men and women. Are we from different planets for real? Are we from different planets? Because there was a bestseller, and I will say that it was a good book. Don't get me wrong, but there's a bestseller. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and I don't take issue with the idea that men and women are different, because really and truly, that's obvious, right? And that is part of why we're together, right? God put us together so we can help complete one another. The man was incomplete without her. She's incomplete without him. Together, complete in a special way, I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Right? Not fragmented when we're apart. I'm just saying. The species, Homo sapien, human beings needed to have the complementary and supplementary part. Man, woman, male, female, right? So that is a blessing and a benefit. But when you put us on two different planets, right, to make your point, here's what happens, bro. Like, you need a spaceship to get from one planet to another. Not only do you need a spaceship, but if you live on two different planets, that means you're two different species. That means that you don't even speak the same language.
I know where you're going with this.
And then on top of that, if you look at it in the natural realm, I used two different species yesterday. But today I'm going to use the bovine species, that's buffaloes, cows, and all of their cousins, right? And I don't know, pick feline species. So if you're bovine and Faith is feline, as much as y'all could be cool and be companions in a way, you could never procreate. Your relationship can't be fruitful. And there are just certain things that cannot be surmounted about your relationship. Why? Because you're from two totally different species, totally different planet, right? You can say that you have these certain things anatomically. A male bovine has certain things anatomically that the feline male has, but they can't cross over where the feline and the bovine, so the male feline and the bovine female cannot come together and become fruitful.
Nope.
Right? And so if you put men and women on totally different planets, as opposed to saying that we're different, but in supplementary and complementary ways.
Yep.
Now you have a double problem.
Yep.
So really and truly, are we from different planets, bro?
I don't think it's a thing that we're from different planets. It's just the same thing that you're talking about. We're of the same species on the same planet. We're just wired differently. In other words, just the same way that there's a male line and a female line. It's kind of backwards, if you will, when you're dealing with lions, right? Because it's the women who do the hunting. Bring the food back for the, you know what I'm saying? In our species, if, for lack of a better word, it's the other way around, or in this day and age, both do it, right? So I don't think it's a thing of we're on two totally different planets. I mean, especially in connection with some of the stuff that you just said, it's already difficult. It would be a whole different thing, right? If if we put it in that context of we're untold, because you just said it a while ago, that's trouble on top of trouble.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not saying that because we're wired differently is trouble. I'm just, saying that that's just one more added thing that you have to deal with. And it's not. We're of the same species. We're both human beings. The question is now, even though we're wired differently, we are the only creatures that God has given the ability to consider outcomes, to who've been given the cognitive ability to work through situations. We're the only species on earth that he's given that ability to. So just because you're a woman and I'm a man does not mean that we can't come to agreement. It's not a question of whether we can't, because if we were from different planets, then we won't be able to. We don't even have a common ground to begin with.
Have no bridge. Okay, so let me say it. Okay, so I gave you all these analogies and all of that, all these metaphors and all that, right? Let's make it a little bit clearer. So if I am of a certain species of animal, planet 1, she's of another species of animal, planet 2, then that means that instinctively or genetically, I am wired to be this certain way in terms of behavior. If you are, let me pick a species. Okay, back to bovine, cows and stuff. You've never seen a cow crouching, looking for food and moving slowly through the brush, looking for food. Why? Because, or an elephant crouching and going through the brush, searching for food quietly, and oh, there's another species over there ready to pounce. Why not? Because it's not in its nature, because it's not a predator. Whereas a lot of the feline species, most of it, if not all, that's what they do. You can domesticate them, but even the domesticated one looking for a rat, if you put them out there, and they're down, crouching, looking ready to pounce. Why? Because it's a part of their nature. And there's nothing you can do to change it. Even when you domesticate it, put them in the right circumstance, they're going to be that.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if you put that mindset on human beings? Because she's a woman, now you have superimposed on her the instinctive way that she must be, because she, after all, is from Venus.
Yeah, you typecasting her now. And not all women are like that.
And so you can say it, and you say it quickly and flippantly, and it's like, oh, give them a break. It's not that big a deal. You're looking too far into it, until I say, you know how y'all women are. Now it's you're generalizing.
Oh, that's nasty.
Now is you can't say that, right?
You say that?
Huh?
You say that?
I never say that. I've never said it.
Oh, I'm about to say you're bold, kid. That's a fight.
No, I'm bold, but I'm not dumb. Like, I understand that that's not true.
That's a fight.
If y'all think it's true, that's your business. But I'm just saying, I know better, not because I'm scared, but because I know that that's the silliest thing, because I don't fit the stereotypical male thing.
And here's what's so funny, what you're saying. You know what hurts the most?
What's that?
When people say, when I hear women say from time to time, and it's usually from women's mouth, men are not faithful. I don't care if they married or not married. Every man cheats.
Men are dogs, huh?
I haven't cheated in the last, I don't know how many years. And especially after, because I'm not going to tell you that I never did it before, because I have. You know what I'm saying? When we was young and, wild and out of control. But I've been married to Faith for 7 years, going on 8 years now, D. Matter of fact, it'll be 8 in a little while here. And I'm not going to tell you that I have not seen attractive women before. I'm not going to tell you that I haven't seen that. But I only have, and I'm using ear quotes, eyes for Faith.
Well, just add 10 to your situation. And trust me, it's in my blood to cheat and to have too many. And I have not touched, looked at, rubbed up on, accidentally flirted with, or anything related to that, to any other woman. Not because I'm so great and I'm so special, but because to me, it's not worth the value or devaluing my Simone and her family, by the way.
Yeah.
But so it's not a matter of So the point is, anybody can do something negative or wrong or whatever way you want to put it, right? But it's not based on the fact that you are a man, you are a woman. Therefore, this is the wrong that you'll do. Because newsflash, if a dude is unfaithful, by and large, he's being unfaithful with a woman, right? So how come she's not the dog, the one that is accepting another woman's husband into her bedroom or wherever y'all do it at, right? So why is it that it's the dude who by nature, by virtue of his nature as a man, he's the one who does it when there's a woman on the other end? Like, is she prone? Like, is she a victim of his charm? Like, why is it that, so
but here's my thing
of being man or woman.
But here's my thing too, D. Like, for you to even think along those lines, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if all men are like that, then all men are also liars.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Where we don't have integrity, we don't have character, and that's definitely not true.
Right? No.
Not every man, right, or woman is, you know what I'm saying, lacks character or lacks integrity, right? So the statement is false then. And I wonder if people make that statement to protect some kind of thinking or mindset to, I don't know, maybe you've been exposed to some stuff and you're trying to make sense of what it is. So you developing, all men are cheaters. No.
Yeah. So, okay. So let me add another layer. So let's do socialization and culture.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So I'm watching the guy. So Simone was on TV last week this time. Well, had already been on early morning Thursday on CVM right here in Jamaica. She's one of 3 women who are on a panel discussion with a woman host about marriage. 2 married, 1 single, and then the host, I don't know if she's married or single, right? Well, there was a mirror of that, of men at another point in time. And I watched the men's one. And it gave me a headache, bro. They were killing me. And so the woman, and there were actually 2 different episodes of this thing with the men.
This is on a show in Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Sunrise on CVM, right?
Yeah.
And so the men now are really just I mean, it was terrible. I'm going to just say that. And know this, if y'all see this program, you happen to buck up on me on the road, don't be mad at me. Like, you don't have to be mad. And if you're mad, do something, like whatever. So I'm just saying, so the woman that they were talking about, like that they had typecast and etched into their brain is the neck waggy, boy, you better watch out for her because if you cross the line, she's going to bust. Like, oh my goodness, let's keep her to where she doesn't fly off the handle because you know how women are. And I'm looking and these dudes are all agreeing. The guys who are not the panelists are all agreeing with each other. And a couple of them are sort of behaving in a way and speaking in a way to say that they figured it out. They've mastered it because, of course, now they've been around women long enough to know that this is how you work with it, right? And I'm thinking, what if there are a group of women who are like that based on socialization? Just that. I'm going to give you that. I'm not saying it's so. I'm saying, what if that were the case? Could you take that neck waggy woman to the Middle East? That concept that you're talking about, that women are like this. Not to mention that that's not true, but I'm just saying, if I even gave you a pass.
Yeah, but to make the generalization, and you just made the perfect, because cultures change that quick.
Just on that alone.
You can't go into the Middle East in a predominantly Muslim culture and talk that stuff that they're talking on that thing right now. First of all, they can't even walk without their face or head covered. So that right there is an indication that what you're saying is foolishness.
Right. But if you put her on Venus, then all parts of Venus are the same. Right. And all the aliens that live on Venus, by virtue of them being Venus people, must behave like this because that's a function of you being a Venus person.
But here's the funny thing. Not even all the women in Jamaica behave like that.
Dude, not all the women on a block in Jamaica live like that.
That's
Not
number
all the
one.
women in a little class at church are like that.
Number two, are you married? And if you're married,
Oh, please don't let me get on that because these dudes were not even married, bro.
oh, okay, well then, yeah.
And
That's
had
the
a little
reason.
less of this
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at these dudes. I was like, man, I'm so glad I wasn't on that particular
And I
program.
tried to cut mine down today,
Yeah.
but she can't hide no more.
If I was on that episode, it would have been a train wreck. They'd have probably jumped me, man, because I would have been like, none of y'all know what you talking about. None of y'all know what you talking about. How long you been married? That's what I would have been like, because I'm older. I know a little better to then just be disrespectful. I wouldn't be disrespectful, but I would be like, okay. So what do you think? Whatever they call me. Oh, I just think, how long you been married?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now let's talk. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You don't know what you're talking about. Right. So the point for me is not that we're not different, because we are different. Not that there are not certain characteristics that you may assign to men, but that would be cultural, that would be socialization, because again, there are some things that just don't cross over, right? So you really have to be careful with these generalizations, because if you use them too far, they become weaponized and they start firing at yourself, because it means that you must behave this way yourself, because after all, you know how men are, Quest. After all, Faith, you know how women are. And that means that you have no room for growth, because you can't, a bovine species can't grow to eat fish for dinner. If fish is the ideal to eat for dinner, snapper is ideal dinner food, and that's a cow. The cow can't grow or evolve or somehow adapt or somehow get better at life and decide, you know what, fish is better than
That's big.
this grass.
That's big, because all that says to me is that you keep making those statements and you think that you waxing deep, or you thinking that you're growing intellectually, when all you're doing is you're just sitting in a cesspool of foolishness.
Well, that was clear. We could have kept this 24 minutes to ourselves and just said that in the beginning.
I'm just saying, because like for real, the whole purpose of the whole, one of the objectives of our existence is for us to be able to grow. And when you make stuff like that, what you've already done is typecasted it like that's the way that it's been, that's the way that it is, and that's the way that it will always be. And that is so far from the truth. That is so far from the truth. That just like to what your point, that means that we don't have the capability of getting better, right?
Right.
And then you just sit there when times change and people evolve. That's the reason why you got jokers running around here still playing 8-tracks, because you stuck in the 70s. We don't even do doggone CDs, much less to do 8-tracks anymore. They do MP4s and audio streaming. That's what we do now. We don't even do that no more.
Yeah.
And when you make statements like that, what you are basically doing is operating as an 8-track in an MP4 society. Get out of here.
Oh boy.
Get out of here.
Well, there you go. Yeah, man. So I know they buzzing you and calling you because it's important. And so we're going to have to let these good people go, man. And but that's the thing, y'all. So if you don't like my analogies, I'm quite fine with that. It's no diss to that. I get it. And if you have no problem with the different planets thing and maybe you think I'm pushing it too far, just get this one thing, though, that whatever our differences are, it's not necessarily a function of the sex. It's a function of the differences. Because we're the same species. We're both human beings. We both have needs. And this is, if I had to say anything that is eloquent, I'm going to just say that it is. There is eloquence in the concept that we have very similar needs, but very different ways of those needs being addressed. Based on being man, based on being woman. So I'll go with you that far. But that's about as far as I can go, bro.
I'm just going to tell you, like, don't typecast women, don't typecast men. Always be thinking that we can grow and evolve, like for real, and change into whatever better is.
Whatever better is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So I think we could cut these people loose, man, in the audio land. I almost said audio. Who I've been hanging with. Audio, man. And we'll catch you on the rebound.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Y'all stay focused.
Word. All
Yep.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're starting to blow up already, and I gotta go get the midget.
You know what? I can't. We need
Mason.
I don't know. You are somewhere. You're gonna get email over this. Email.
I might get emails over this.
Yeah. All right.
Hate mail.
Yeah.
Test me call. No joke.
Yeah, you better get over here where you talking crazy, you talking slick. You better get on a plane, come over here, man. You can't do that.
Faith, I guess we gotta move to Jamaica.
Yo, that's a quick way to do it, bro.
You don't hear what I'm saying to you? I didn't. I told you about your mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
The marathon continues.
Let Jake Quest go, man.
I love y'all, man.
Yeah. Yo, Quest.